I told you there are three different modes. Two we have already discussed, and third we will be discussing it today. In our previous session, we discussed about conduction and convection. Today we'll be discussing about radiation. As I told you, conduction occurs in solids. The molecules, they vibrate at their own place, they don't move. In convection, the heated molecules, they start moving and take the heat with them for transfer of heat. But in this process of radiation, we don't require any medium. There is no need if there is medium or not, there is not medium. It doesn't matters. See, whenever there will be this process of radiation, temperature of the object will increase or decrease. If the ray is falling on the object, then the object is going to absorb the heat energy and the temperature will increase. If the object itself is releasing the heat, then the temperature may decrease. All hot bodies, they emit the heat by the process of radiation. Have you ever imagined how sunlight reaches the earth's surface? It also occurs by the process of radiation. As I told you, radiation does not require any medium. So when the sunlight is traveling from the sun to the earth, there are distances, lots of distances which are without any atmosphere. There is space, there is vacuum. Still we are receiving sunlight. That means the radiation process does not require any medium. All hot bodies, they emit radiation. Now how can I say that? If I keep a cup of hot milk at the room temperature, I will find that after 5 to 10 minutes the hot cup of milk has cooled down to room temperature. How it happened? Did I keep any ice in that? No. This hot cup of milk was emitting the radiations. It was losing the heat to its surroundings. This is the process of radiation. Now here are some common examples, like if I have kept a cooking pan or a utensil on the gas stove. Now the gas flame is giving the heat to the vessel with the process of radiation. The vessel is getting heated due to process of conduction. Now human body, it releases heat to the surroundings. We human beings also release body heat and also receive from the surroundings. A common example, if I tell you to enter into a room which is fully crowded, there are a lot of people and it is a hot summer day, will you like to enter the room? No, you'll run away. Why? Because you know inside the room there is going to be a lot of warmth and suffocation inside. So you will not prefer to walk into a room with crowded people during a hot summer day. But reverse happens during the winters. In winters you prefer to sit in groups because the body heat of the surrounding people makes you feel more comfortable in winters. Now I will talk about the different color of the objects. If I say the black color is a good absorber of heat. Now how will I prove that? A simple example, you can take two cold drink cans. These are made up of steel cans. So one of them you can paint them with black color and one let it be like silvered color only. If I keep both these cans in during the day hours and the direct sunlight, after 2 to 3 hours you can, by touching it on putting a thermometer, not that clinical one, different thermometers are kept for that. By putting a thermometer we can measure the temperature, or by simply touching it you can find out which one is more hotter. So the black object is turning to be more hotter as compared to a silver object. Why? Because black color has the tendency to absorb maximum light which has fallen on it. So the black color, it is absorbing most of the heat energy and it is getting more warmer. In the second figure you can see whatever it has absorbed. So out of that it will now start emitting. In the first figure incident radiant energy is there. So energy is getting absorbed and some of it is getting reflected. The arrow is thinner. In the second figure of radiation, the retained energy is also starting, it is started losing the heat energy. This can be observed by simply keeping these two cans in the shade. If I keep them in the shade, which one is going to be cooled down faster? Black one, because black ones are good absorbers also and good radiators also. A simple example, if it is a hot sunny day like these days we have, if you go out, which part you are going to feel the hotness the most? First of all, your head, because your hairs are black in color, they are going to absorb the heat first. If you are wearing black shoes, your school shoes, you start feeling hot at the feet area. So because the black colors are good absorbers of heat, and if I am keeping the black heated object in shade also, then also it will lose heat faster as compared to the silver colored object. This can be visible from this slide. Now some applications of radiation, where this radiation comes into application in our daily life. As I told you, black colors, they are good absorbers of heat. So that is why we prefer to wear dark colored clothes in winters and light colored clothes in summers. Now talking about electrical room heaters. Now you will say electrical room heaters, they work on convection principle, because we discussed in our previous session. Electrical room heaters are heating the room with convection, but in the electrical room heater itself, at the backside of the rod, there is a polished metal surface, so that when the heat is coming out from that element, there is a heating element, heating rod there, and at the back there is a reflecting surface, so the heat will fall on the surface also. We don't want the heat to be absorbed by the heater itself. We don't want by the heat to be absorbed by that back surface. That is why we are providing a polished metal surface, so that it turns out to be a good reflector of heat. So maximum of the heat will be reflected back, and it could be used to warm up the room. Electric hot plates, you must have seen, they are colored dull black, so that when they are getting heated, they are able to radiate the maximum heat, because we want the heat to be transferred to the utensil which we have kept there for cooking. Now I will tell you one more application here, that is thermos flask. Thermos flask is an equipment which could be easily found at your homes. It is an equipment which helps to keep the cold things colder, or you can say a hot things hotter for a long span of time, for few hours. Like if a person has to visit a hospital, he can take some hot tea or milk for the patient. This thermos flask, this is provided with a stopper, that is the lid of the flask. It has inside, it has silver colored walls. Now this double walled glass vessel, which is silver in color. Now the silver color has a role here, because silver colored objects are good reflectors. So when you have kept the hot tea or hot milk here, the heat will be retained inside the vessel. It will not be allowed to radiate outside, because silver colored walls, they are going to reflect back the heat to the material kept inside, that is hot tea or hot milk, whatever you have kept. So now there is a double walled glass vessel. So these double walls, they have in between no air, no material, there is only vacuum. Now what is the role of vacuum here? Because I told you conduction and convection requires medium. So when I have removed the medium, without the medium, loss of heat due to conduction and convection can be prevented. Cork support is provided here to keep the flask in place. There is a vacuum seal to lock the vacuum, so that no outside air enters, and the outer case could be made of steel, or it can be of plastic. So this thermos flask, that is how it works, and it prevents the loss of heat from itself due to conduction, convection and radiation. So to conclude, today we have discussed what is radiation and the different applications of radiation. Thank you.